like,
All right, there we go.
it's not funny.
Well, hello,
How's it going?
Julio. We actually go to school together. I don't know. I don't think we've ever had classes together. I
I don't
doubt.
think so.
What year are you?
I'm a senior, so this is actually my last semester, fall or spring 2021. It's my last semester. So
Damn, dude, how does that feel?
honestly, man, it's a relief, but it really couldn't come sooner. Like, this semester, for some reason, I thought my last semester would be I guess the easiest. I'm like, it's going to be like pretty easy, go with the flow type thing. And it's actually been, I think, probably my hardest semester, but it's not in terms of like learning difficulty. It's more so of like the amount of workload that I've been getting this semester. It's been quite a significant change, compared to the other semesters I've had. But,
How many credits?
taking 12.
12. Okay. Oof. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right there in the middle of like, it's decent to like, oh shit.
That's the least I've ever taken. The most I took was 18 credits in a semester, and that was crazy.
Oh
Um,
my god, bro, that's 6 classes.
yeah, 18, and they were pretty difficult classes. I don't remember the exact classes, but it was tough. It was tough, but had to persevere through it and just get it over with and study hard. A lot of studying, man. It felt like every class there was an exam or a quiz, because I mean it's like 6 classes, and
Mhm.
they all have quizzes on different days, so it's like each class there was something to something to study for and to quiz exam.
Was that at Northeastern?
Yeah, I began at Northeastern as a freshman.
What, bro? That's impressive. You're the first one I've met that's actually done that. Everybody else goes to like City College.
Yeah, and that probably would have been like the smarter route to take, but I just didn't want to deal with the whole transferring thing. And I feel like Northeastern is it's fine. It's a good place to be. So just decided to start my education at Northeastern, and now I'm here finishing it last semester. So
Dude, congratulations.
appreciate it.
That's uh that's definitely an accomplishment. Now, granted, a lot of people do get their bachelor's, but that shit is hard. That shit is very difficult. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
imagine 18 credits.
yeah, 18 credits. It was a tough semester, but yeah, I mean, I think all you need to do is just be disciplined, and just know that you're there to study. You're there to do your work, and some people get caught off in the action, party life, and
Yeah.
they get a little bit carried away with the party life, and you know makes it harder for them.
Yeah, I know from experience that when you don't study and you decide to do other things, that school sometimes does suffer.
Oh yeah.
So wait, so how old are you then? If you did all 4 years, you didn't take any time off?
No, just got right to biz. I am 22, so I'll
Oh,
be 23 in October.
so where did this self-discipline come from for you?
I for me it was like I wanted to be I've always wanted to be successful. I've always wanted to be, you know, someone who is highly regarded by his peers, by everyone, someone who's known for their work ethic, who's known for their intelligence, for being innovative, and just having a different thought process. Being like, oh wow, that's a really good idea. You think about that. So I always wanted to be that guy. But it's funny that you asked that, because I would have never have seen myself be who I am today in high school. I started off high school pretty poorly. I wasn't as applied. I really, didn't give much care. High school to me, my first 2 years was really kind of like, um, I guess, discovering myself. But I was caught in the limelight. Really, I was just having fun. Like high school is, you know, it was goofing off with friends. Really, the first 2 years, it was like, you meet all these new people,
Mm-hmm.
and some people are better influences than other people. Some are really bad influences, and you don't, you're young. You don't really know what's, to a certain degree, of course, what's bad, what's wrong, and it's good. but sometimes you get carried away, and you hang out with maybe the bad crowd, the good crowd, and a little bit of mix. So you know it was a rocky road the first 2 years, and then towards the end of the second year and the beginning of the third year, I'm like, this has to change.
Wow. So you did it
um
almost on your own?
oh yeah, for sure,
Oh wow.
for sure.
Damn, dude, that's
Yeah,
insane.
I'd have to say, like, it goes to like the role models who I started looking up to. I started getting more serious.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who I look up to a lot, who's a role model of mine, is like Elon Musk. Like, Elon Musk is on the whole different level than everybody else. Like that man, he just motivates me. He just motivates me a lot. Just the type of work ethic, type of person he is. Doesn't give up. No matter how many times his rocket's blown up, and
Isn't
just
it true that
rocket.
isn't it true he's awake and working like 20 hours a day every single day?
So that's the thing. I did see a recent interview where he says he tries to get at least 6 hours of sleep,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really crazy. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast, and he's like, dude, how do you do all of these things? Like, SpaceX, Tesla, the Boring Company, you're making tunnels under California, like solar panels, and now like the Starlink that he has going on, which is the satellite internet, providing internet to like everywhere basically. So and he's like, yeah, man, like, it never stops. He says he tries to sleep 6 hours. I honestly don't know how you even sleep, like, doing all that stuff.
Yeah, dude. Uh, do you work right now?
I don't. So mainly what I do is like I just trade on my free time. Like,
Oh,
I'm
wait, wait,
really
wait. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
okay.
Um, in a bit, cause what were we talking about before? Oh, what high school did you go to?
I went to Prosser Career Academy. So
Oh,
that's
dude, I'm right down the street. What's up?
oh really? Yeah, that's where I went. That's where I graduated from, where I spent my 4 years at. Had a lot of fun. Maybe a little too much fun my first 2 years, but
Yeah,
yeah.
what are you gonna do? Yeah, bro. I can definitely relate to that. It's you ever think back like embarrassed almost? Like,
You know,
oh, go ahead.
yeah. At first I was like, man, like I should have done better, but I don't know if I would have been in the same position I am now. Like, maybe I don't know. I think everything happens for a reason. I try not to look at the past, because there's nothing really you can do about it other than be like, damn, it is what it is. At this point, like, many years removed from high school. So, but I really love who I've become and who I am, and what I stand for, and the type of person I am in terms of work ethic, and not just work ethic in my professional life, also my personal life. Um, so I think I'm extremely balanced in those aspects.
Yeah, I definitely gotta agree. A lot of things do have to happen for a reason. Um,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
have to fail.
yeah, I mean, not only fail, but you actually have to learn from it as well. Because
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about you, but I've made so many mistakes and then made the same mistakes later, and then
Yeah.
the same ones a third time before before I finally got it.
No, yeah. Sometimes you have to fall sometimes, and to realize, like, it hurts. You have to watch out for that. So I totally understand from that aspect. Sometimes you fail a couple of times until you realize, like, okay, we have to switch this around.
Yeah,
And I can relate.
yeah. A big one for me, like you sound like you have a lot of self-discipline with school. I didn't. Like I signed up for school and then I just dropped all my classes and then I tried again and then didn't do it. But this time, see what I mean? The third time is the charm.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're definitely right. Like you do have to like get your reps in, or like I don't want to say get beat up by life, but in a way get beat up by life.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, no, yeah, you do. You really do. Like, you have to, sometimes you have to shed those tears, that sweat,
Yeah.
blood.
Well, you got it early, man. Like I don't. You're the first person that was like, "Oh no, dude, I'm all business. Like, what do you like? What's up?" You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's all business, no gimmicks, man. Like it's just the way it is. And for me, it's of course I wasn't always like this, like I said before. Like it took time.
Hmm.
It took a lot of thought and being like, who do I want to become? I had one of those moments where it's like, why am I here?
Hmm.
What's my purpose type thing. So I had to really find myself and be like, like I just don't want to be like an average person. Like,
You want to be great.
I want to go above and beyond. I want to be great. Like, you know,
It's funny that you mentioned purpose. First off, do you feel like you know what your purpose in life is at 22 years of age?
I don't, but I feel like I do know that I have a duty to be the best person that I can be. So
Hmm.
that's like a start for me.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know my purpose now. Don't know if I'll know it anytime soon, but I do know that I'm gonna start off with being the best person that Julio can be.
But that's definitely a great place to start because I'm sure you know people that know like all different ages are just assholes to be
Yeah,
assholes. You know, one of my
yeah,
uncles, he's like 40, he's like 45 and he's just a dick, bro. All right, but not to roast him too bad. Like he's always been the exact same. And I forgot why I even went down this tangent. But oh yeah, speaking of purpose, that's why. Because one of my good friends, he texted me today, like, dude, I don't know what my purpose is, man. I think I'm gonna go to the army. And I was like, yeah, the army is cool, but you gotta actually want to go, you know? Like you can't just
yeah,
be like, I got nothing else to do.
yeah. I feel like that's you know, a lot of people think that way when it comes to the military. There's some people who are, like the military, like, this is what I was born for.
Yeah,
But then there's like people who don't really, who are kind of a little bit lost in life. And they're like, maybe the military, like I'll figure out something.
yeah. One of my cousins was like that too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are like that. They don't really know what they're going to do after high school. Like,
Hmm.
and some people, like, they can't pay for college. And
Yeah,
they go to the military to you know to get the benefits that come with it.
yeah, but you sell your life for a good 4 to 8 years. You know what's funny?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
risk. Go ahead.
You know what's funny is I was one of those people when when I was 18, I had nowhere to really no direction. Like you said, no direction. And I tried signing up. And I don't know, man. I truly believe in a higher power. Call him whatever you want. But like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Like to the point
Hmm.
where like I did all my paperwork and I was set, right?
Right.
And I show up one day and they go, uh, Vega, me. So somebody sent out all your paperwork and never returned it, and we don't know why. So you have to do everything all over again. Like that's how much I believe like it wasn't meant for me. And
Right.
and yeah, I think
Maybe maybe it's the best thing that could have happened to you.
yeah, dude, like I'm really happy now. Oh my god
Yeah.
about it.
You know, like I said before, sometimes things happen for a reason.
Yeah, we just got to figure it out, man. And a lot of us, it takes 3 different lessons.
Yeah.
Some of us take 50 lessons.
Yeah. I think the most important takeaway is kind of learn from your mistakes and try to incorporate that into your life. Once you see these things don't work, try to figure out a strategy. When you keep on making the same mistakes, what can we do to prevent those from happening again?
So you're almost done with college, but you are going to leave a bit of a legacy, right? Want to
uh
call it a legacy?
I don't know about a legacy, but definitely something, little mark.
Now, when I ask, what kind of clubs are you in? You actually made your own club.
Yeah, so started my freshman year. There was a finance club my first semester, but it was basically on the tail end of that. Basically, that club consisted of all seniors. So by the next semester, there was no such thing as a finance club. And I remember going to just one meeting my first semester because I was interested in like finance. So yeah, I went, first time, and I liked it. I enjoyed the conversations they were having, and they brought like a guest to speak. And I really enjoyed the being able to talk to other students who were like-minded. So second semester, there wasn't anything for my freshman year. There's no club. It was dormant. All of the people who were in that club had graduated, or either just didn't go to the club anymore, I guess, to the same reason. So, my sophomore year, I'm like, I really love learning about finance. So I decided, there's no club, there's no students. So I decided to, look for people who were like me, like-minded. They wanted to learn a little bit more about finance and, investments. So I found a couple of guys, really cool guys who were, wanted to learn more, who, wanted to meet people like myself, who also wanted to learn more, who wanted, talk stocks every day. And it went really, really well. So got a couple of guys, Professor Langenberg, who teaches at Northeastern, really cool guy, was super helpful. He was like, yeah, man, he's like, get a couple of guys because you need a professor to basically faculty, someone to be like, I don't know what it's called, like a sponsor or something like that. Someone who can like have overview, an adult, I guess a more seasoned adult, right? Because technically we're all kind of adults, but
you were like 19, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's insane, dude.
Yeah. So, a seasoned adult to kind of have overview if there's any issue. So Langenberg was extremely helpful. He was actually the one who was with the previous club. Oh, wow. So yeah, we decided to start from scratch and call it the Investment Society, because we not only wanted to focus on like stocks, and we also wanted to focus on like real estate and just like different facets of finance, not just, investing and stocks and stuff like that. So investment society seemed like a more like all types of investments, real estate's an investment. There's, a lot of different types of investment vehicles. So it's not just like stocks and stuff like that.
Wow. That's crazy to think of that at 19. To be like,
yeah. And then
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, from there we just skyrocketed. We got a bunch of speakers. We got speakers who were investment bankers.
Oh, wow.
In equity research. We also got one of our alumni, Rodrigo, who actually is alumni of Northeastern. He is I believe he's currently the chief investment officer for the state of Illinois.
Dang.
This was back then. I don't know if things have changed, but yeah, so he manages a great deal of money for the state, for the portfolio. So he spoke to us, an amazing guy. I believe he's also on the school's board, if I'm not mistaken, too.
So, now you say Rodrigo, is he also like a Brazilian football player, like a Brazilian soccer player?
The Rodrigo I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm obviously joking, like Pele or like Ronaldo.
No.
All right, bad joke. Very bad joke. Ignore it.
No, yeah. I'm not really knowledgeable about those soccer players.
Of course.
Or really soccer at all. Really, I haven't watched soccer in a while.
Yeah, dude, I feel that. I haven't watched soccer since high school. Never mind, man. You just killed my joke, but we are plowing along. What was the process of getting or like finding these speakers?
Some of them just going through LinkedIn, literally like going through LinkedIn. Yeah, like cold messaging. Yeah, cold mess people on LinkedIn. The other half were connects of Professor Langenberg. So he's an industry guy. So he knows a lot of people. He's very well connected. So that's why he was an amazing resource. You know, a lot of connections. So, you know, he's worked in the industry, in equity research. I know he's won some awards. He has his own firm. So,
So he
so
has
yeah,
his own firm and teaches?
yeah. I don't know how active he is with his own firm, but you know, his firm has won awards for
Wow.
equity research and stuff like that.
Wow. All right. I'm going to say a word and I want you to just tell me immediately what you think of, all right?
All right, let's do it.
GameStop.
Oh my god.
Enlighten me on your thoughts because you're more into stocks than me. I only saw it for the memes.
Yeah, so GameStop, where do we begin? Honestly, like it's dead. I
Oh,
mean,
you think so?
yeah, I mean, like I the thing with GameStop was, you know, it's such a rabbit hole to get into. It's like it all started with, you know, Wall Street bets, and you know, the whole reason that happened was, you know, the hedge funds that go short, they were over 100% short on those on GameStop. So Wall Street bets, people are like, hey, like let's buy GameStop stock and make it, you know, go up. That's basically how it works. You know,
Yeah.
it's like there's a huge short, and once if a lot of people buy it, it creates a short squeeze. So the people who are shorting the stock, you know, they're losing money until literally, you know, they're like, okay, we can't keep up with the losses. We're going to close out of the short at a loss. And once they do that, it pumps the stock going up even more. So it's like a multiplier effect, really, when they close out of a short. So, you know, I don't think GameStop is worth its price that it was at its highest. It was like, well, like 500, something ridiculous.
I was 346.
Yeah, a lot of my friends were like, you know, should we buy GameStop? And like random people on Instagram, because I do post about, you know, investments, like investment news on my Instagram, and they'll ask me like, oh, is GameStop a good investment? I'm like, no, it's not a good investment. Like, if you're not prepared to lose potentially all of your money, like don't invest into GameStop. Like, it's just a popular stock right now. And I told them, like, you know, it's going to go down a lot. And then like the next 2 days, it went from like 500 to like 200 and something. And I'm like, you know, told you guys, like, you know, what is the stock at right now? I haven't checked.
I believe it's 40 something right now or 50 something.
40 something.
I will check my Robinhood account with $12 in it. Excuse me, $7.41.
GameStop stock is at $7.
Oh no. It's $43.72. I'm saying
Yeah.
my Robinhood account is $7.
Oh, okay.
I play big time, dude.
I feel you, man.
Money.
But yeah, like it seemed extremely ridiculous to me, and I'm like, you know, that's just like fundamentally like doesn't make sense. The price valuation doesn't make sense for GameStop. So I told everybody, I'm like, you know, unless you're ready to lose it all, like don't invest into GameStop. It's literally a meme stock. You know, like I can't remember the last time I went into GameStop. It's probably been more than 5 years.
Yeah, I would have to say the same exact thing.
I mean, it's digital. All those video games are digital. You can directly download it, buy it from your Xbox or your PlayStation. So it's like there's really no need for GameStop.
Yeah, you can get it from Sony or from Microsoft. It's basically
there you go.
The industry has definitely passed by GameStop. However, the whole don't put money in unless you're willing to lose it. That's kind of every stock, if we're being honest. Well, I mean,
there's
some exceptions.
You know, there's being you can be smart with risk though.
Yeah.
Like, what's the probability of, you know,
what, Apple?
Google stock falling 50%, 40%, Apple falling 50%, 40% in a week? It's not that likely, unless like if Apple or Microsoft or all those big technology stocks like Apple, Facebook, if they're falling 40%, like we're, you know, going through some turmoil. like as a nation, as globally, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like a individual thing. But GameStop fell over 40%, and now it's like, you know, like you said, $40 coming from highs of like 500 and something. Like if you would have bought at the top, like, you know, I was roaming through the Wall Street bets, and some people did buy at the top, and now they're like, yeah,
Hey, man, hold forever.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we'll see how long GameStop exists. Until, I mean, until they're gone.
Until the game has stopped.
Basically.
Oh, that was a bad pun right there.
That's pretty good.
So then how do you feel about like cryptocurrencies and people buying and selling that as if it was, I don't know, fairy dust, whatever the hell?
I actually have I do invest in cryptocurrency, being Bitcoin, Ethereum, a coin called Algo, and Ripple. But most of it, it's not a lot, but most of it consists of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, I'm a big like thinker of, you know, buy and hold. So I'm not trading these stocks or these cryptos, you know, every day, like, you know, trying to make profit. Like I'm just buying and holding, you know, like this is, I'm buying with play money. Like this is just like, if I lose all of it, whatever, like, you know, it could potentially pay off, or, you know, I'd prefer that over investing in GameStop. You know, I'd prefer putting $500 into, you know, crypto than into GameStop, if I'm being honest with you.
What do you think of another meme like Dogecoin?
Dogecoin is just ridiculous. Like it's nice. It's literally the definition of a meme coin. Like its only purpose was to be a meme, and you know, it goes to show how you know, unstable, and how like I guess you could like manipulate like you know, an investment like that. Like Dogecoin serves no real purpose really. Like I don't think you can even buy anything with like Dogecoin. Like you can't convert it with anything. Like there's no type of conversion to catch.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the creator of Dogecoin. He set it up so that it'll always be worthless, right?
Or I have no clue about like Dogecoin or anything. Like I just know that it's ridiculous.
Did I make that up? That sounds like something I maybe thought of in a dream, and now I'm saying it.
I mean, maybe it's true. Perhaps. I mean, it's a meme coin, but you know, I did see a story where like somebody holds 40% or something like that of all Dogecoin.
Oh my god!
Like there's one person who holds 40% of all Dogecoin. Might be the creator. I don't know.
That would have to be. I mean, what kind of goofball would buy, I don't know, $1 million or $2 million of Dogecoin? It's just ridiculous.
Elon Musk.
He did tweet out the Doge thing, whatever, the other day, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's been promoting these cryptos in a way on his Twitter, and like people go and buy. Like Elon Musk is like the modern day like stock crypto manipulator. Like, you know, Elon says something and everybody rushes to buy it, and it just goes up.
Because he is a very wealthy person that also has a very large following.
Yeah. And I mean, the other day he said, you know, crypto seems a bit high, or Bitcoin seems a bit high. And what happens in the next 2-3 days? Like crypto went down like by 15%. Like crypto, Bitcoin is down by a lot. And so is Ethereum. So I don't know if that's like a strategy for him to buy more at a cheaper price.
You got to buy the dip.
Well, yeah. You know, that's what I do. I just dollar cost average. So
do you really?
Whenever there's a dip, yeah, I just buy more.
Oh wow.
I just buy more. Yeah.
I saw that on Wall Street Bets. I thought it was a joke to like just keep buying.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, you have to be smart about it. Like buying more GameStop. I don't know. You know, like if you're already losing so much, I don't know if I would buy more GameStop to dollar cost average. But it's being smart about it. It's like, you know, it's when like today there was a big dip in the NASDAQ due to like, you know, there's a big bond sell-off right now going on. So due to like inflation, like people are, you know, afraid of inflation. So yields are going up, bond prices are going down. So there's a sell-off of that. And also like it triggered a sell-off in technology sector, which is the NASDAQ, because well, people want to rebalance their portfolios and go out of leave more risky, because technologies, it's risky. Those NASDAQ stocks are pretty risky, and they're pretty overvalued. So I was reading some articles, people are trying to dump those stocks for, I guess, safer stocks.
So what would be like a safer stock than something on the NASDAQ? Or like, give me an example. What do you mean?
It could be anything like consumer, like cyclicals, stuff like Clorox and stuff like that, like Walmart, stuff like that,
Walmart would be the safer option than, I don't know. What's an example?
I believe I don't know if Amazon's on the NASDAQ, actually. I believe they're considered, I believe they're on the Dow. I don't know if we can fact check that, but I believe.
Amazon, you said? Is Amazon?
Yeah. I don't know if they're on the NASDAQ.
On the NASDAQ. I mean, we could just like NASDAQ, yeah.
It's on the NASDAQ.
Yeah, I believe that's what I'm looking at. I mean, do you want me to send it to you? I'm sure you got a computer. We're on the computer right now, Julio.
No, I have an iPad actually.
So you're on the iPad?
Yeah.
Another top Amazon executive to leave the company. All right. What's the difference between the NASDAQ and the Dow?
Is on that. Yeah, I might have gotten confused. So the Dow is like more like industrial type of listings. So let's look at like the biggest Dow.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't it? God, I can't talk. And I host the show. Isn't that funny? Isn't the Dow like the top 20 or 30 like companies in certain different sectors? Isn't that?
Yeah. So it's made so the Dow is made up of like 30 blue chips at the top of their industry. So like, okay, so Walgreens, 3M, Travelers, Dow, IBM, Caterpillar, Boeing.
And for those that don't know, blue chip is basically like big companies that have been around forever, right?
Yeah, Honeywell.
I don't even know what that
is. Basically. Yeah, so that's basically what they are. So like, I guess consumer staples, Chevron's in there, a little bit of everything really.
So then you said NASDAQ is more the technology.
It's primarily technology.
Dude, I ate a frozen pizza like 2 hours ago and I am so thirsty.
You didn't eat it frozen, did you?
Yes, I did eat a frozen pizza with all 2,000 calories in one sitting.
Jesus.
With my 3,000 milligrams of sodium. Oh my God, dude. I feel
3,000 milligrams of sodium. The pizza?
Yeah, dude.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. I feel my blood pressure rise. I feel my hands hot right now. Oh my God. In the laundry room. I got cooled down. So what are your plans like once you do graduate? Because you will graduate, right? You are for sure going to graduate and take over the world. You're going to be Elon Musk's top lieutenant. But besides that, what's the future hold for you?
So I actually, since last semester, I secured a job. I got a job offer to work at a commercial real estate firm.
Wow.
So, and that was really my goal. That was my dream. So, I've been immersed in commercial real estate for the last 3 to 4 years. And I really fell in love with, just working with commercial real estate, and not to be confused with like residential real estate, like homes and stuff like that. Commercial is, think much bigger. Think about retail spaces like malls or hotels or hospitals.
Or the
You
big
know,
rises downtown. They
yeah,
uh,
multi-family apartments, office space.
mhm.
So it's the big boys. And I really, I really enjoyed the experience of working in commercial real estate. So from then on out, like I'm like, this is where I want to be. I found my true, I guess, calling in a way of, this is where I feel happy and I love learning about it. And it's not where like, you learn something like you feel like, oh, like I have to read about this. I have to read the news up on it. Like I really enjoy working in commercial real
So
estate.
why commercial over residential?
Um, I was thinking bigger picture, like, a lot of people are like, I guess, real estate agents. I wanted to do something bigger. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a real estate agent. Don't get me wrong, but I
Mhm.
just wanted to me, it's more interesting. I mean, commercial is like, it could be anything. It could be hotel, it could be a hospital space, it could be office tower downtown, like it could be, luxury apartment, multifamily, So to me, it's like a lot more versatile. You could work with different asset classes, and it's big. Literally, it's bigger. It's more exciting to me.
Bigger, bro. That's all you need to know, right? That's funny.
Yeah, it's bigger. So it's more exciting to me. It's more interesting to me. Um, and really, it's interesting to see how it affects people.
So
Multifamily and stuff like that.
you said you've had this job offer for a while, right?
Yeah, since last semester, I got a call. I want to say like around October.
So how did you manage to do that?
It's for the same firm that I interned for
Ah,
that summer. Yeah.
okay.
So they liked my work ethic. They liked, how I interacted with management and, just my work overall. And they were happy to extend an offer to me. So really grateful for that.
Man, you are firing on all cylinders, Julio. Oh my
That you
God.
have to, man. Like, if not, someone else will. If you're not firing in all cylinders, remember, maybe the next guy will and takes your spot.
Man, you're for real. Taking all the good luck. We got to take you to the
Well,
casino, man.
it's it's hard work. So, if you don't do it, someone else might.
Yeah, that is true. There's 7 billion people in the world, almost 8. Somebody's
Yeah,
gonna do that job.
yeah, exactly. So it's like you have to really prove that, you're gonna be the hardest working guy out there.
So, do you have free time?
Yeah, I have free time. I really enjoy working out. I always make sure that there's time for me to go to the gym.
Hmm.
If not, then I'm not happy. Like if I don't go to the gym, there was like a week. I want to say I think it was last week where I didn't go to the gym because I had like so much work.
Hmm.
I was very unhappy that whole week. I
Really?
was extremely unhappy, and like for me, the gym is like my happy place. Like it's where it's just me and the weights, and I can just kind of not think about work or school, and just kind of relax. To me, it's like reading a book, which I also read, but I find going to the gym is extremely enjoyable for me. And then, it keeps me healthy. So there's like so many positives for me for going to the gym. Like, it keeps me healthy, keeps me strong. Um, it keeps me in check. I feel good. I feel really good after I'm done with the gym. Like I feel happy. I'm like, and I got some work in, and it keeps me disciplined.
What kind of workouts do you do?
Everything. So I mean, I focus on chest, shoulders, back. Um,
Do you have like one day dedicated to each group of muscles?
yeah. So on Mondays, I will do chest and triceps. I go one day and then I rest one day. So on Wednesdays, I'll do biceps and back. And then on Thursdays or Fridays, I'll do shoulders, traps, and forearms. and I'll try to fit legs into one of those days. I've been slacking on leg day though the past month and a half.
A lot of people,
I've been busy.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people slack on legs, bro. It's normal.
yeah. It's like one of those like I could live without doing it, but in reality, it's like it's probably one of the most important ones. Like you don't want to be like really top heavy and then like at the
That's,
bottom like you have like little tiny straw legs.
yeah, look
But
at
naturally, I don't have straw legs, so I'm pretty well off.
yeah, dude. I remember my freshman year of high school, I worked. All right, I worked. I played soccer, and I just had enormous legs and like the scrawniest arms, dude. I weighed like 120 pounds with a big ass head.
How long ago was that?
Dude, I'm 26 now. So what was that? 12 years ago? God, that is
No, that's like a regular weight for somebody though around that age.
20. One, yeah, because I'm not tall either. I'm like 5'5". I'm kind of short, dude.
Mhm.
But now I'm like 150. What are your thoughts
Yeah.
on the BMI scale actually? Because I have opinions on the BMI scale, but what are your thoughts on it?
Um, if you are a guy like me who lifts a lot of weights and has a lot of muscle, I don't have like a lot of muscle, but compared to what I had before, the BMI scale is complete BS. Like there's no way the BMI knows how much of your body weight is actually muscle and how much of it is fat. So if you're, like I'm like 5'8" and a half, 5'9", 5'8", whatever. So
Hmm.
I'm 170, but it's mostly in muscle. And it would say I'm a bit overweight. When I was bulking, I was 180, and my doctor was like, "Your BMI says you're overweight, but it's BS. Like like it's he's like you are very active in the gym. He's like I can tell that just by looking at you. He's like disregard. So
Yeah, I think the BMI is kind of stupid as well. I
yeah,
feel
I
like,
mean
oh, go ahead.
yeah, I mean I guess it works for individuals who are not active and don't have that much muscle mass. That could be a influencing factor and be like, oh well, the reason why I'm heavier is because I have all this muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah, yeah, you read my mind with where I was going with that. Is like it doesn't take into account people with a lot of muscle who
Yeah,
also have who also just have shit who also just happen to have a little bit of body fat, like not too
yeah,
crazy, but just enough. What I also don't like about the BMI scale is, we're Hispanic and we are a bit thicker people, and
yeah,
we can hold that weight a little better, if that makes sense. Like you can technically be overweight, but still look healthy.
yeah. Some of us better than others. I don't look that great when I'm like primarily just like stuffing my face in. I don't look that good. It primarily shows a lot in my stomach, so
Same.
um, I don't. I try to keep as active as I can, and I love going to the gym, and it's not only just because I don't want to look like I guess fat or anything like that, but more so it's like I feel really healthy.
Mhm.
It's fun for me. But yeah, I agree. Some people like can pull it off. They look great, like you know, and some people like myself, I don't look that good.
Nah, man, you seem normal. You seem healthy. You go to the gym, you work out. You said you
Yeah,
were
I mean,
mom.
like a year and a half ago, I wasn't at my best. I was like 155. No, how much was that? I was like 165, but I'm pretty sure it was like almost all fat. Like I was eating very unhealthy. Um, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and we would just eat a lot, like go to restaurants and just eat and eat. And like I wouldn't go to the gym, and like my mom was like, you should start eating healthier. She's like, I've noticed that you've packed some pounds on.
She said it just like that.
Yeah, she's like, she's like, sometimes like you should order healthier food. Like if you're gonna eat out, like you should like order healthier food or go to the gym. And she was right. I mean, long story short, I I don't have a girlfriend anymore, it's been some time like that. I started going to the gym, and I went from 165, like looking really big and like inflated, fat in the face and everything. Like I didn't like the way I looked. And it doesn't look good on me. But I was like 165, but I just didn't look good. Like I was, and I looked inflated. So I started going to the gym a lot, and I had a goal in mind, like I'm gonna get big, like huge, like ripped. So I was I was like addicted to going to the gym when I first started, and I still am, but like not to the point of going every day. But I was going every day. Like I was working out different muscle groups, and of course working out intelligently, not just like working out like a madman, like doing 1 trillion pounds and just going crazy. I was watching a lot of videos, making sure I wasn't overstressing my body, because a lot of beginners who weight lift, they overstress their body, thinking I'm gonna do 1 trillion pounds. But I actually had a weightlifting experience before. Like I used to lift weights with my buddy at Northeastern. My sophomore year, my freshman year, we would go to the gym, every other day. So we were pretty active. And then, ever since, I got that girlfriend, I stopped going to the gym, stopped carrying and kind of let go of myself. And then, no longer in a relationship, started going to the gym, started focusing on my health and, just learning in other endeavors. So, so ever since then, man, it's only been on the way up, extremely healthy. I'm 170 and I look great. I got way bigger. You can't tell because I have, a thick sweater on, but nice big shoulders. And, I've been working out a lot. So it's a massive difference. Like I look at the pictures and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I was not at my best at all.
What's crazy also is that we as men, we can drop weight and gain weight faster.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've heard. Obviously, I don't know biology and shit like that. But from what I hear, women have a tougher time shedding weight and a tougher time gaining weight, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't know much about like the whole science based on like ethnicities and genders. But I mean, it seems like it could be true.
Yeah. What's funny is I have a similar story to that, where I was like 130, and I was super scrawny, and then I got a job at a restaurant at Rivers Casino, and I was in tight with the cooks and the chefs, so they would feed me.
Oh man.
And I would eat nonstop. But
that sounds amazing.
At first, right? But the worst part, bro, let me tell you, the pastries. I had an enormous fridge full of pastries that I can eat one every single time I went to the back of house, right?
Dude, I've seen the pastries at those places, dude. And
they were all free to us. They were all free. Like I worked in the VIP, so these people, they spend 50 grand. Where'd you go?
Oh, with the low battery icon.
So these people, these VIP, they spend 50 grand, 100 grand. Everything is free to them.
Man.
So we just had a fridge full, and they'd be like, give them whatever they want. But if they didn't need it, I ate it. I went from 130 to like 165, 170 in like 6 months.
Really?
Not even a full year. And I just went crazy. And I was also drinking like 3-4 cups of coffee a day. Oh my God, bro. I was in a bad.
I drink about 2 a day, but yeah. So did you change your eating habits was there a point where you're like, holy like crap, like I need to stop?
Absolutely, dude. I went to the doctor because I snored so bad, and my doctor was like, dude, you're fat, just lose weight. And he didn't say it as mean as that, but he said it kind of mean. And I was like, oh fuck. So then, I started hitting the gym, and from 65, I got to like 150, and I was like, okay, this is comfortable. I'm not too big, I'm not scrawny, got a little bit of muscle. I still got a big ass head. You know, that's like 14 pounds easy. I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, right, right.
It's not enjoyable to lose weight. Go ahead.
Yeah. So then last summer, the summer before, I got a new job and I would bike to work because I didn't have a car and I didn't want to take the bus because the bus is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was biking 8 miles one way and 8 miles back.
Oof.
And in like a month and a half, dude, I shed like 15 pounds and had huge leg muscles. It's never fun getting in shape. Let me tell you.
Dude, biking is definitely like killer for like burning calories, dude. Like I remember I had this trek to downtown and back, dude. I could barely make it back home. It was like, I want to say it was like 10 miles to downtown and 10 miles back home, dude. Like I was like dying when I got home. I couldn't even feel my legs.
Yeah,
like, my legs felt swollen. I'm like, oh my god. Like
I don't know about you, but I had like a drenched back every single time.
Yeah.
What about like the only good thing is like Chicago for the most part is flat. Like it's not all hilly and shit. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then do you stay by Prosser?
No, I live like in the Oak Park, Elmwood Park area.
Oh, dude, I'm still down the street, man. I live right next to Reese Park. The Brickyard?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
So you would bike from there to downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. I biked from the Brickyard to the Cubs Stadium, which is only slightly less. Yeah, which is slightly less, but you know, that shit is far, man.
No, yeah, it's definitely far. What made it easier was though going through the trail, the 606 trail, is it? I think,
like,
yeah. Huh?
Do you like the trail?
Dude, I love that trail.
Yeah. I don't know.
The trail's awesome.
I'll be honest, it is a nice trail, but on like a Saturday afternoon, Friday afternoon, there's a lot of people on there.
Oh, dude, there's like the guys who like think they're like professional, like Lance Armstrong dudes who are going like 1,000,000,000 miles per hour, who are just like complete like assholes, like just like, so hurry up, man. Like, you know, just being like, not all of us are trying to like do a Tour de France, you know, like not all of us are trying to go 1,000,000,000,000 miles. And then there's like the people who like walk in the middle of the bike trail who are not supposed to be. It's it definitely has its headaches, but you know, try to just focus on like the nature and like, you know,
real early it's nice, you know, with that cool breeze. Late in the evening, less people.
On a nice, like cloudy but warm day, it's like amazing.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I now I want to ride bikes. This is amazing because I'm thinking about it. Like,
it was warm today.
I don't know, man, because there's still all those puddles and dirty water still there.
That is true. A lot of dirty water, a lot of melted water. Let me get a charger real quick.
Oh yeah, do your thing. I'll pause this, or I'll just talk. I will just talk about. You know what? I remember biking to work and then limping, and I worked at Binny's, and they let us have like water bottles, and I remember I would drink like 2 of them immediately once I got there, and then like 2 more during the day, and then I'd take one for the house, like for the ride back.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely important to stay hydrated when you're on those treks, because man,
yeah, God forbid you overheat or something. You know,
God forbid you die biking.
He died by being healthy. He should have just ate all those frozen pizzas.
He died from overexhaustion.
You said you work triceps, right?
Oh yeah.
What's your max bench, bro?
Currently 215.
Oh, that's nice, dude. That's
I'm
really
working to 225, so I'm probably looking to try that. I've been doing 215 for about the last 2 to 3 sessions. I really want to, each time, of course, I increase the reps. And now I think I'm ready to go to 225. So it's actually considered pretty well for someone who weighs 170 pounds.
Oh yeah.
So so it kind of goes based off of weight. Like most people should be, the average person probably can't bench press their own weight.
Yeah, the majority of people can't. I mean, that's like a good place to be, though.
Yeah, I think most people should at least be able to bench press their own weight. You know, even if they, I guess, don't have any lifting experience, like they should try to, you know, get strength through, you know, a few push-ups or something like that. I think it's a good benchmark to be, like, just as an average human, you know, be able to bench press your own weight. But yeah.
Do you ever feel like this is too heavy, like I'm gonna hurt myself? Have you ever felt that?
No, I never go like that crazy maniac. Like I'm gonna do 1 trillion pounds. Like everything I do is like calculated. So it's like, okay, we'll make a jump to, you know, we'll add 5 pounds on each side, total of 10 more pounds. And you know, I could pull out like a rep. And if I can see I can't do more than a rep, I'm like, okay, we have to stay with the prior weight, maybe for another 2 weeks, add some more reps on those until I feel like I'm ready. So, you know, I don't want to tear like a bicep, or like I've heard so many stories of people tearing biceps and tearing their pecs. So it's like, you know, it's really not that, like, I'm not in a rush, you know? So like, for me, it's like, there's no reason for me to try to do like 1 trillion pounds, do weight that I know I can't do just to ego lift. And there's so many ego lifters, dude, like at the gym. It's like ridiculous. Like dudes who are not even doing proper form and who are getting spotted. Like it's not even a spot because their spotter's literally helping them like pick up the weight from the first rep. And I'm like,
I never thought of that. That's hilarious. I was actually talking about this with my uncle.
It's pretty silly, but you know,
it's funny.
Just focus on whatever I'm doing. And I just look at him like, it's not good.
Well, the reason I ask, right? I was actually talking with my uncle, and he said only once, one rep, one time, he did 325, and he fucked up his shoulders. And for me, with my fucking scrawny frame in high school, I could only do 165. And to this day, my shoulders don't feel right, dude.
Did you have any weightlifting experience prior to doing that weight?
Yeah, like we did weightlifting class, which was pretty much all of us just hang out in the weight room and doing whatever. So
right.
I started at like 125, and then eventually 140, and then 150, and then my max was 165. And to this day, dude,
Yeah,
that was 10 years ago. And I'm still in pain, dude.
Yeah, it's important to like, especially when you're doing a lot of weight, to have proper form and to make sure like you're not just like lifting weight to lift weight. Like you have to make sure you have proper form, because you can mess up your back, your shoulders, like, you know, your chest, you know, pretty badly if you're not doing proper form. Like for me, you know, I started bench press with just the bar, like fundamentals, basics, like 1+2, you know, like just getting the basics down, get the form down before I add any type of weight to the bar. So I just started with the Olympic bar for like a month. Like, let's just get the form proper, and then it just becomes muscle memory. Like you don't have to think about it. So, you know, I started off, you know, from, you know, bare bones, like just the bar.
Damn. I think we just talked about weightlifting for a half an hour.
Hey, weightlifting is fun, man. I think, you know, I think a lot of people are afraid of it. To me, honestly, I love weightlifting. Like it's so fun to me. Like, and like, I guess when you look at it from a different point of view, like that guy thinks picking up heavy things and putting them back down is fun. And I guess like, I guess I do. Like to me, it's like very enjoyable. But I think more people should get into it. You know, I think like don't knock it until you try it. A lot of people hate on weightlifting because I guess it looks silly because you're just lifting heavy things and putting them back down and doing it repeatedly. But there's a lot of things you can take away from it.
Well, to build muscle takes so much discipline and dedication, and there's no way to cheat it.
No,
there's no
unless you take steroids, of course. But
yeah, I guess you're right. That is the one way to cheat. But there's no like liposuction reverse for weights or for like muscles. At least I don't.
There's no like
muscle implants.
Yeah, I mean there might be, but that's just weird.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's definitely when you see somebody that eats clean, meal preps, weight lifts 4 times a week.
Yeah.
There's really no reason to hate on it, unless he's
you have to be very disciplined with your diet, with going to the gym. Some days you just feel like complete garbage and you don't want to go. And I'm like, I'm just going to gulp down the biggest scoop of pre-workout and get my ass off the bed and go.
I don't know, man. Pre-workout scares me. It's like drinking a Red Bull, right?
Dude, it's like drinking Red Bull on steroids.
Mix that Red Bull with your coffee, man.
The one I take has over 300 milligrams of caffeine, which is like, I think equivalent to over 2.5 cups of coffee, depending what coffee you drink.
Yeah, coffee.
But it's like,
yeah,
it's like taking direct injection of like 2.5 cups of coffee in one sitting. Actually, in like 3 ounces of water, because I just put in 3 ounces of water. So it's really like, it's one gulp.
So you kick it back like a shot?
No, I get like 3 ounces of water. My fridge measures how much water comes out of it. So I'll just scoop it in there and I'll, blend it and I'll just gulp it. It'll be like one gulp.
Yeah, I'm scared of pre-workout, man.
Yeah, I think you should be.
But like a healthy fear, right? Like I would start off.
Yeah, I would start off with like half a scoop of like a beginner pre-workout. Like my half a scoop of mine would still be a lot for a beginner.
What's the name of it?
I don't want to get the wrong name, so let me Google it real quick.
Because my girl wants to get into like pre-workout and lifting weights and shit.
She probably shouldn't take this one if she hasn't. Mine is called Pro Subs Dr. Jekyll.
Pro Sub?
Pro Subs, like supplements, Dr. Jekyll.
All right, I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah. Dr. Jekyll. Jekyll.
Jekyll. Dr. Jekyll. Yeah, dude, because right now we're just my girl bought a stationary bike. And
nice.
It's solid for like cardio and getting the legs like going.
Yeah.
But obviously it's been cold. And the last time we went running, there was like a crackhead that tried attacking us. So we don't really so we don't really go outside no more. But granted, we were running at like 9:30 at night. Gets wild out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely does get wild at night.
So yeah, and we don't want to do just like push-ups every single day. I don't know.
Right. Some variety, something to keep it interesting. Something new every day.
At the beginning of the pandemic, because we couldn't go to the gym, we started doing prison workouts. Like we YouTubed prison workouts and we did those for a while, for like a week.
Hey, those work, man. They work.
Yeah, they do, man. They do. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah. As long as it works, man. Who cares how it looks? It's it's effective for sure. I mean, look at those guys.
Right.
The guys who are showing you how to do it, they're like massive.
Yeah, they were fucking ripped. Well, I mean, to be fair, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Never mind. I was gonna say they got all the time, but it's a little mean. I apologize.
That's a good one. They do have all the time.
What do you think about Greek life?
I was what is that term called when you're like trying out for it?
Rush or
I was in the rush. I was in the process of rushing, or I was rushing, and then like midway through it, I'm like, this is not for me. Like, to some people it may be for them, but the process to me was, I guess, a bit silly. And I just really wanted to focus on school, because I was just walking around campus with my buddy, and there's tables out there, and people are like recruiting, and they approach us, they're like, hey guys, like, the whole spiel. And like, I guess we'll try it out. You see the movies and it looks like they have a really good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think, I really think that it was just like the timing of things. I just wasn't, I guess just wasn't the right time for me to want to be in a fraternity. So I, like, midway through like the process, I'm like, I don't think this is for me at the moment. Like, I just have a lot of things going on with school and work, and you definitely have to be committed to it if you're going to be in it. So, I try not to commit myself to things that I, can't go to, or that, if I have to be committed, and I'll be consistent. I like to be consistent with whatever commitment I make. And if I'm not going to be able to uphold that, then I'm simply going to respectfully decline.
That's a really mature way of thinking about it, dude. Yeah, never mind, dude. I was gonna ask if you want to be in my frat. Never mind. You're graduating anyway.
I mean, I'm graduating, so it's like,
yeah. Well, I've been an active member of Greek life, Alpha Psi Lambda, since April 7.
What's your experience like?
Really, it's a bit of everything. Like, some of it was challenging, some of it was fun, some parts are exciting. Overall, would I do it all over again? Absolutely. I had a lot of fun.
Do they have a gun to your head somewhere behind that?
No, man, I'm in the laundry room by myself. I mean, I got Darth Vader with me. Check this out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I won it. I won a 6 foot tall. Jesus. 6 foot.
Yeah, that thing looks tall.
Yeah, dude, it might be life size. However tall Darth Vader is. Well, he's taller than me. I know that.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Thank you for taking the time out. I do appreciate it.
No, man. Thank you for having me on here. I had a really good time. Just talking to you and just getting to know you, and just letting me speak about who I am, and thank you for letting me use your platform to speak.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I have a feeling you're gonna be a very important person in life.
Thank you, man.
That dedication.
You just have to. There's a lot of competition, and you have to stand out one way or the other.
Facts. Do you want people to follow you? What's that Instagram? You don't have.
Add me on LinkedIn. Add me on LinkedIn. It's Julio Arreola, Arreola. If you want to add me on Instagram, I think it's Don Julio _1942.
1940. Oh, right. That's the $100 bottle.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, dude, I worked at a liquor store. I know these things.
Yeah, dude, that bottle is like silk.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, you got my number. Text me if anything.
For sure, man.
If you ever need anything from me, I mean, I don't
Likewise.
have much. I really don't. I own this Darth Vader, and I own a pair of shoes.
Likewise, man. Like, if you ever want to talk stocks or whatever, man, you want to have a conversation, shoot the shit. You already know.
For sure. Thank you, Julio, and I will see you when I see you.
Thank you, Angel. Take care. Thanks for having me on.
All right, bye.